everyone, it's Oliver Twist. I'm so glad y'all are back. I'm excited to post this video. I got a 200,000 damage game in the Mogador. I've been playing this ship non-stop and I love it so much. It's so strong. And so we're going to go ahead and jump into this game, and I'm going to be commentating a little bit here and there and kind of talking about the strengths of the Mogador, which I have done in another video. So I'll talk a little bit less in this video, but I do like to give some audio behind what I'm doing so that you can have an idea and maybe help out with some strategy if you're playing one of the French DDs in the future.
Engine boost activated.
Alright, so starting out here, we're going to be pushing to the outside of the map, and the reason that we're doing this is because this ship moves so fast that whenever you're on the inside in between islands, it's hard to maneuver. You're running into other ships, other islands. Also, they only have 8-kilometer torpedoes on the French DDs, and so if you are trying to, get a torp or two off in between the islands, a lot of times you got to get way too close. You'll probably be detected. The detectability on the ship is 7.1 kilometers. You just need a lot more room to be able to maneuver and do what you need to do. And they're so fast that you can get to the outside and to the side and behind the enemy team before they even realize it. And so I like to push to the outside, as you see that I'm doing here. I go ahead and pop my speed boost, which with the upgrade is 4.5 minutes long. It's incredibly long, incredibly strong. If you're going to use a French DD that has the speed boost, any of the French DDs on the new line, you're going to want to have the speed upgrade. It is super good. As you can see here, I'm going to push around the outside. You have to be careful with your detectability, because if there is a enemy DD that has detectability anything below 7.1, which is pretty much all of them, then you can be detected. The good thing is that if you are detected, you have the speed and capability to get out, and a lot of times I get into a gunfight with the enemy DD and I end up killing him and getting out before I lose half of my health. These ships are just really good. I'm fortunate that that DD right there went ahead and smoked up. It allows me to move out safely. I do push out a little bit to the side, thinking he could come out of his smoke just like he did there, and that I would be spotted. I don't take a shot because I know that he's, I can outrun him, and that I'll cover that distance to get out of my detectability range, or that he'll move back into smoke. If he stays outside of smoke, he'll be detected, and my team will be able to shoot him. So either way, it's a win-win. It's tempting because there's so many opportunities to take shots in this DD early on, but my ultimate goal is really to get to the outside and to disrupt. If I get all the way up to the top side here, which I'm going to do shortly, and I start shooting on them, they're going to want to shoot at me. They're not going to let me just shoot at them, and their guns are going to be turned towards me. In a battleship, it takes a while to turn your guns, which means they're not turned towards my team, and it gives them an advantage because they just get to shoot on the people that are distracted by me, and I can survive a long time. It's very hard to hit me because how quickly I move. This ship really is a flanking ship that does well at ambushing, sneak attacks, and just disrupting, zoning out the enemy team. By pushing up like this, the enemy knows that I'm up here. They'll start seeing the torpedoes, and they're going to have to start to rotate towards me or run, and this will allow my team to advance. I'm detected, so I know the kid is nearby. He's pushed up to try to find me, it looks like. At this point, I know that I'm not going to be able to get out of his range, so I go ahead and just unload on him. I do wait to get a good shot, a good position on him, and then I go ahead and pop my reload booster, and you can just see the damage that I put out. 5,000 right there, 2,200, I'm just melting him. And then my team, I'm spotting him as well, so my team shooting at him, and I lose, what, a few thousand health, and I just completely obliterate the kid. These guys take shots at me, and for the most part they miss.
Problem solved, sir.
fast they can't hit me. Also got some torpedo hits on that BB up there in the process. Now I'm going to push back up. I'm going to keep zoning out. Keep spotting for my team.
All stations requesting fire on the designated target.
It's be careful to not be detected. I wanted to try to get a set off on that other side as well, but being that he was pushing towards me, I know I was going to be detected. I had to go ahead and start turning. This is risky at this closer range because battleships can really punish me. I see that his guns are rotated though, so I try to stay on the path that I'm on and moving close to be able to get another set of torps on him. At this point, I know that you may be able to get one salvo off, and so depending on how that salvo goes, depending on how that salvo goes, I'll either be able to, dodge it and be okay or not. Looks like he actually turned his guns the other direction before turning them back and shooting me. I do take a big chunk of damage, but I'm going to take him out, and then I'm going to use the island here as cover because I do not want to get into a fight being detected with my engine being incapacitated with that BB. Even if my game ended right now, most people would think this was a successful game. Killed a BB, killed a DD, allowed my team to push up around the flank. But there's so much more to come because the ship is so fast. Even at this 5,700 health, there's so much that I can do. I'm gonna go ahead and get a few shots, trying to get a fire here. Maybe his guns are rotated before I move up. Do get a couple hits in. At this point he's running. I do want to, continue to put damage on him, but at the same time I just want to push west to help out my team. So basically as I'm heading west, I'm going to go ahead and try to harass this guy until we get back into the fight. I did pop my speed boost again. It has 3 minutes and 30 seconds left, so even if I do no damage, the great thing about this ship is that the enemy team is always spotted. I feel like getting into the back line, I always have the enemy team spotted. When the BBs try to run and go invisible, I can chase them down and still stay in the fight. I'm never out of the fight whenever I chase someone down because I'm so quick. I can get back into the fight so quickly. I think I'm going to go ahead and fast forward some of this footage to reduce the time of the video here. These torpedoes are 75 knots. They're incredibly fast. They do a pretty good amount of damage. I think 18,600. So you can see whenever I hit someone, I really take them out. I also incapacitated something of his. It might have been his engine, hitting him in the back or his steering gears. I'm not sure. At this point, I get close enough. I'm detected. I'm going to put some shots on him, try to get some fires going. I got more torps coming in that I know are going to land. my advantage. My detectability 7.1 with 8-kilometer torps, and so I can kind of pop in and out of that cyclone 8-kilometer range to get in and out of detectability using the cyclone to my advantage. This is a battleship that's having to turn his guns, so he's turning them onto me, he's turning them back to someone else, onto me, and so it's difficult for him. You know, he has to make a choice of where he wants me to be. You can see he just unloaded his whole salvo on me, and missed. And that's to be demoralizing. To not be able to do anything, I can just bully him and punish him all game. He does get a couple secondaries on me, he does land a hit, and so I drop down to 344 health, so I'm going to be a little more careful here, but even at this health, this ship is incredibly strong. Get some more torpedo hits there. At this point, he's repaired a lot of fires, a lot of floods, and so I have a flood on him now that is probably going to finish him off. You can see the numbers just ticking at the top. Does repair it. At this point, I just want to be careful. I don't want to shoot my guns at all unless I absolutely know that I'm behind cover and they can't hit me. I just want to use my torpedoes to try to finish people off. I noticed that they're all clumped up over here. It is a really close match. Our team's up just by 1, and so I want to try to, you know, reduce that gap a little bit. I can kind of see where other people are spotting on the map, and so I use that to go ahead and take a couple shots here. I have to say either they're going to come around the corner here or they're going to go through the gap. I wait patiently until I think that that ship is going to be coming through right here. Fire them, and then I'm going to move out. If someone pushes through that gap, that I could be in a lot of trouble, so I'll come around this corner slowly to try to see if anyone's here, and then I pull an aggressive move. I say, you know, I'm not sure, it doesn't look like anyone's in the gap yet. My Yamato would have spotted him already. I see torpedoes from a friendly on the backside. Alright, I see that he's low, he's going down. I can either get a couple shots in and finish him, or the Yamato will finish him off here, so I'm not too worried about pushing them through. But the good thing is the Yamato finishes him off, and I don't have to worry about getting spotted. And then here he comes. I say, I'm going to put some torpedoes. He's going to slow down and turn coming into this gap because he doesn't want to be broadside of the Yamato. I know right where to put these torpedoes.
Our victory is in sight.
I keep throttling my acceleration so that they can't see me, but I'm still in range. If I want to turn around and put some more torpedoes in, and this Jetland just decides to take one for the Yamato, and then I get another hit. Taking out that Jetland was huge. He was going to charge forward, and as you can see, he actually already did torp our Yamato. But taking him out was really, really big. That gave us a point advantage, a big point advantage, being that we have 2 caps. So trading right now is not a bad thing for us. It just puts us closer to winning because we have more caps than them. Try to take a couple shots, get some fires here, knowing that I'm safe. It's the last ship. He's not going to spot me, and I can use that island to my advantage. Got my torpedoes out over there. And just misses. At this point, either my team's going to kill him or he's going to push through one of these gaps, and I'm going to have torpedoes ready to kill him. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to line up to be able to go either way depending on where he turns, and you'll see me just kind of throttle my acceleration and my reverse here a little bit, trying to figure out where he's going to go, waiting for my team to hopefully spot him. I was thinking that he was probably going to come up through the gap this way, so I kind of angle myself that way, waiting for him to commit before I accelerate. Turns back a little bit, so I'm like, okay, maybe he's going to come this way. Just always want to keep your options open as far as what you're going to do. You don't want to be turned one direction and not have the ability to change direction. Alright, so there he goes. He commits to going down the gap. You'll see I throw my throttle all the way forward and I scoot up. I was planning on just stealth torpedoing him, just kind of torping him and then putting my ship in reverse. But you'll see my teammate, one of my teammates here says just YOLO it. He says just suicide run him. So I just say, okay. That sounds like fun. I get detected by the planes anyway. I say, what the heck? So I push forward, put some torps ahead, a little bit behind. All I need is 2 torps in him, take a couple shots, get a fire on him. I go down to his secondary, of course, and it doesn't matter because the game's over right here as I put in all of my torpedoes when landed. Gets me to 200,000 damage and a very strong game. I love the Mogador. It's able to do so much right now. It's able to survive at low health. The speed is just so underestimated, I think. 4 kills. Great game. I appreciate you guys watching. If y'all would, like, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next time. Thanks.